Is welcome to cold open time. It's time for the coldest open. We're gonna make sure that we're really streaming. Let us find out. Are we really streaming? Is it really a stream? Yay. Ow! 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 Oh, oh, we are live. We are live, kids. All right, droplets. Get on those squeaky wheels. All right, squeaky wheels. Get with your droplets. Cuddle up. Squeaky wheels get the grease. And here we are. We are on Radio Vegas .rocks. That's what you're listening to. If you're watching a video stream, great. You can take a look. If you're listening, you can pop into Radio Vegas .rocks. Whoa, hold on. Excuse me. You can pop into greasyconversation.com, spelled the right way, and see video of the news. The dank news we're going to look at, but we're also going to describe it to you for you radio folks. You don't have to look. But you do have to go to radiovegas.rocks to click on some of our fabulous ad banners and help us keep the lights a flickering so good. Oh, Greg's mic was all the way down. I'm sorry, Greg. Welcome. Okay, so...
Nice.
Yeah, it's an explosive beginning. That's right.
Nothing wrong with all the way down mics.
No, nothing wrong with that intro. All right. Yeah, we're streaming delicious. It's Greasy Conversation, the talk show on Radio Vegas.rocks. You know what's going on. And welcome. It's news dipping hour.
Yeah. Gonna be great. You got it?
I got this.
All right. Yeah, just some, some good,
Fridge on the other circuit.
some good old desert hijinks. Living in the desert and then having the AC go out on you.
It's just
in your little backyard studio.
It's just a circuit breaker, and we have the AC on the same circuit as the fridge, so I just moved the fridge. I thought it'd be fine. Hold on.
Yep, you got it.
I'll just flip in the breaker.
All right, yeah. So, all right, to start it off, we got some folks in Arizona making moonshine from, not anything, like no tasty odd fruit, like maybe like jackfruit, or what's that one I've been seeing a lot around, Dorian fruit. It's supposed to be really, really stinky. Nope, these folks are making moonshine from hand sanitizer, which how you would do that, I don't even know. I'm sure we got some great garage chemists that could help me out with that. Maybe I want to learn how to make hand sanitizer moonshine. Maybe I don't, but it turns out using hand sanitizer to make moonshine is not a good idea, if that wasn't obvious. Because when you put it through the same process to make moonshine, it turns into methanol, which is really bad for you. Like, kill you bad for you.
Okay, I'm back. Well, I picked a weird way to advertise to you guys that we have a mini fridge in the studio now. Because we do.
Yeah.
I just figured out that there's two circuits in here, and that the one with the lights is not the one with the AC. So you put the fridge on the one with the lights, and then there we go.
Let's hope it lasts.
It's okay. Thanks to Crazy J, I have a jug here of ice water. It's in my lap, and I'm a happy camper.
That's what it takes, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
In the desert. Plus, it's like unreasonably hot today.
It's a weirdly hot day.
Yeah. For being in the desert, usually you're used to it, and you're like, oh, it's kind of hot, but like I'm used to it. I've lived here. Not to now. Today's one of those like Satan's out in the desert jacking off all over the place.
Plus, we are still building the place, so it's like early adopter advantage time right now.
Yeah.
So there's new insulation going up in the ceiling that's gonna layer it up extra too. Little steps. Although it's working all right so far. We can always do better.
It's tolerable. I'll be pouring sweat.
Yeah, you're in
no
front of
time.
the AC.
Yeah, it's going kind of like right over my head though now.
Ah,
But
it'll turn back on too now that it'll
Yeah.
re-colden now that I didn't trip it. Anyway, I'm a tripper. I get dangerous with what I load a circuit with. It's a problem I was born with. Struggle to this day. He overloads circuits. That was. All right. So what's the article that you're talking to everybody
I was
about?
starting on the moonshine made from hand sanitizer,
Oh.
and you guessed it, Arizona. Because of course.
All right. Thanks, Arizona.
Yeah.
This stock image too. Oh no, it's a video. Are we gonna watch how to make it?
No, I think they're just gonna like a bunch of random footage about moonshine
Yeah.
that isn't gonna have anything to do with like this particular batch of moonshine.
Yeah, this is also the show where we critique good and bad stock images
Oh,
on
yeah.
news articles.
Yeah. So the problem with making, as I was saying earlier, the problem with making a moonshine and a hand sanitizer is it produces a lot of hand sanitizers made out of methanol, which can cause brain damage, stroke-like symptoms, or blindness.
Yeah, it's not
If
for
ingested.
consumption.
Yeah. And the reason these people do it is they might not be near or close enough to liquor stores where they can get alcohol, so they just resort to either making their own or from people who make their own and probably don't tell them, oh yeah, by the way, remember like 2 months ago when we all went crazy and bought like $2,000 worth of hand sanitizer all at once? That's not what this is.
I got the opposite story. We bought some hand sanitizer from 7-Eleven, and this is earlier I'd heard that some distilleries were making extremely strong versions of their product to be used in hand sanitizer. And lo and behold, this hand sanitizer smelled like bad tequila. Like killer tequila. And it would leave this residue that would just stink like an aloe plant went bad.
Oh man.
It was the worst. I can't drink tequila extra now.
Yeah, tequila is one of those like I can't like I've gotten just difficulties with hard liquor as I've gotten older.
Yeah, me too.
I can't stomach it.
I'm
And,
like over
tequila,
it.
yeah, it's like I can't even like smell tequila anymore. You're like, no thanks, I'm gonna go.
It's weird how you
Try
grow
it.
out of things. I remember thinking, I'll never not want to play with Legos all day.
Right?
But that kind of segues to what I do now instead, like what that turned into.
Yeah.
Because remember a couple episodes ago when I did a little cross promo with WOZ.lol, my gadgetry business, and showed off a custom boutique little delay pedal, not pedal, but little delay device that I had made. I've got a new device today. It's continuing in the tradition of building electronic devices in found objects. The previous one was a metal tin that had Las Vegas playing cards in it. This one is a box by Church e-cigarettes.
Oh, dude, I just bought a thing with that box.
Did you? Will you totally let me have your old
Hell
box?
yeah, dude. Hell
Okay,
yeah.
so I've got Greasy Conversation merch and prizes for anybody that gives me their old Church vaporizer box. I'm in contact with this marketing company. Obviously, I love the crap out of their marketing. This box checks all the boxes. It's iridescent. There's it's stamped, even though it's behind the plastic. You can see there's like a raised. It's like spot UV. Everything's going on with this package. So it's actually the second device. There's a drum trigger that I haven't shown you guys very much of yet. But this one originally was a MIDI router to let me, and it'll still do that depending on what program I put on it. Route MIDI from one device back and forth and let me basically take Game Boys and little sequencers and all these little music making machines and have one machine be the boss. And I can split out what channel from the boss machine goes and controls the other little minions. Oh no.
Yeah.
The breaker went again.
This is going to be rough.
What a day.
Yeah.
Never done that.
Yep. Good times, folks. Good times. But no, if you haven't ever seen any of Waz's gadgets, man, he's made me a few that I love, and yeah, they're just dope. He's super inventive and makes all kinds of crazy things with extraneous features that you didn't know you needed until he made it. Like one, I can't remember what it was, but he had a little like LCD screen, and then you could actually play Pong on it. It was a little like 1.5 inch by 1 inch little screen. You could play Pong, and also did generative images and stuff. It was pretty dope. Thank God, man. It's gonna be a rough a rough time, but we'll get through it, folks. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, hazards of living in the desert, and I guess no matter how long you live in a place like this, you think that you can handle it, but you really can't. No one can. I don't care who you are, how tough or cool you think you are. Like, hot is just fucking hot, man.
Sometimes I wonder if there's any such thing as success and not just ever escalatingly interesting failures. Because, like, even people that seem like everything's going awesome for them, they have problems too.
Oh,
and
yeah,
their
yeah.
problems are often way more epic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can't lose $1 million.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I can't even lose someone else's $1 million.
Yeah.
So it's like, but if I had it, then I could totally lose it.
Bet
Big
your
chunks
ass
of
we'd be
it.
losing it right now.
Lose big old pieces. So let me show you again back to my next amazing pre-failure. This thing had some of the least failures in front of building it of anything I've made so far. It came together really smooth. The circuits are hidden up in there. I'm going to do a teardown on woz.lol, the Instagram account, also linked at that website. You can just put in woz.lol and get there. The Instagram account is going to have an exclusive teardown of this device. And the drum machine thing that I made in the same case, that thing, this little screen, it's an OLED screen. It's disc screen. It cracked, and I didn't know. I kept trying to swap it out. I ended up swapping out the whole brain, which had like 20 pins soldered to it.
Oh, man.
And so it became an ugly mess of failure before it inevitably worked. So you just have to change your expectations of what working is and replace each part sequentially until the whole thing is a second thing you built 2 or 3 times. This time, it's on its second set of software, and it's not just this boring MIDI router. Now I made it a cheater box. So you guys are going to get an exclusive thing. Next time you see me perform, I might be playing keys well. Or I might be cheating using this box. Because I'm not announcing this much. This is like an exclusive thing. You have to like get this clip to know. Exclusive. But sometimes I can use this like training wheels and have it, if I hit a note that's off the key I set it to, it'll just bump that note up until it's in key. So I could basically just slap at keys expressively, which is what people really want, is human expression. You really want to see me emote more than do something that's technically fancy. Most of the time, I mean, it's a Hendrix versus Clapton. Clapton was obviously a better, more calculated guitarist. Most people consider Hendrix a better guitarist.
Yeah.
Most people consider Hendrix a better guitarist than Santana. And Santana wipes the floor with Hendrix skill-wise.
Yeah,
But
totally.
the thing was, Hendrix was expressive. You felt him. So I can be extra expressive with this and cheat a little bit. Also helps me learn. There's some similar devices and software that you can use and keyboard settings to just transpose so that you move your key so it's on top of C and then all the white keys go. But who wants to see someone just slap white keys? Not only that, but it would be against me learning. And if this is just bumping it, I have to be generally hitting the right notes. It's only off
have to be,
notes
like,
that'll
close.
fix. Yeah, if I just slap the white keys, I'll miss out on the black ones. It doesn't just toss them in there. It doesn't transpose. So being like that, I find it valuable. It might be a good product for one of you folks. You all might be able to help me market it.
Could you
Awesome.
Could you like turn that on and just like smash your head on the keys? I know it still sound like decent.
As long as you smash your head on some black keys. I tried it last night.
Yeah,
I
is
was
that thing.
blown away.
Yeah.
So I showed you a bunch with it off. I should actually plug it in a sec. But I have to holler. Shout out to Jordan and John in the chat. Awesome seeing you guys. It's true that Clapton admitted Hendrix was better, and so did Townsend. Well, Hendrix was better than Townsend. But, I forgot.
right.
I need to set that a notch lower. Okay.
Oh man. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
I gotta wait till it turns back on.
Oh, man.
Yeah, get used to this, folks. This is a day in the life of soon to be successes, as Waz put it. I like how he reframes things though, because I'm quite cynical, a very cynical counterpart to Waz, but he can flip even my most Stark cynicisms into something positive. Oh man. Close. So close. So close to an utter stark $1 million success right there. All right.
Not that one.
Not
This
that
one. Yeah, that's our only hope.
That's oh, fucking
That's our only hope.
Obi-Wan,
unless something
man.
has actually become broken. Okay. So yeah, the thing is, I think he blew them away with how much he could express himself. And okay, recap. Hendrix.
yeah.
It's 'cause the gate is on the other side as the circuit breakers.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I have to go to the other side around the house. Anyway, otherwise the circuit breakers would be right there.
Man.
It's okay, I need the exercise. So Hendrix, technically, just like brought everyone else to new levels. Like everyone was worse before Hendrix, and everyone that got better than Hendrix, I think a lot of them, like Clapton, were phoning it in more before Hendrix came in, and then he made everyone step up their game. And you have people like Santana, definitely better, but can't get the acclaim because of. And it's not just being flashy. Hendrix had tricks. He came with tricks. Anyway, I was gonna plug this in. And real quick, I also just this morning made this thing show you. It goes beyond just cheating on keyboard. This box I made will show you guitar notes. Ta-da! So check it out. There's that color screen. Boy, am I flustered. Thanks for playing, folks. So, that's coming.
I see the little guy.
Yeah, I am too close to the camera. So that shows me the scale situation. But when I do this, it shows me, oh, you can see the refresh rate. There's a little bit of, yeah, it doesn't flicker in real life because the refresh rate of the screen is different than the camera. But these OLED displays are the same thing you'd find in a fitness bracelet. And there's actually a screensaver that starts so it doesn't burn in if I leave it on the same screen for too long. I'm going to send some high-res pictures. To get the high-res and to see it in action and see the guts, you're just going to have to check out the other Instagram, which is funny because that's the more popular Instagram. I really should be promoting Greasy Conversation from waz.lol more.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's the same fictional universe that I create for myself for us to live in together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gadgets.
Gadgets.
I love it, man.
This is working pretty good on low, though.
Yeah, at least it's like staying on.
Yeah.
Well, it's only been a few minutes, so we'll have to wait and see.
But not getting greedy. Sometimes breakers break, like the actual circuit breaker breaks, and it starts tripping early. That's what I'm worried about, because that's definitely happened to me a couple times in the summer. Especially because it's a brand new breaker. I'm worried because it's a brand new breaker. Maybe it's a defective one.
It was like
Anyway.
a shitty install.
But hey, kudos to us for uninterrupted circuit, uninterrupted battery thingy.
Yeah.
What are some other things we at least did right? Anyway, the broadcast didn't shut down. If this was like last season, that would have taken out the broadcast. So
Totally.
we're doing better. That's the thing is you just fail cooler. You just have better and better failures. You can't just like not have failures, or you're wussing out.
Right. Well, that's what I was like saying while you were out there. I was saying because I'm so like cynical, usually, and you come in with like the positive spin on negatives. I'd be like, fuck everything.
I'm making you be positive.
Bullshit.
We tried sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
What was that?
I think it's just not running as hard.
Oh, I thought that was a new sound. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just like coasting now.
Why do I have the worst luck with brand new things? Like with the old things, you know what? No, everything breaks. I just see everything break around me all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like the more things you interact with that are technological, the more everything breaks around you.
Yeah.
People think, oh, I just attract broken things or all my stuff breaks. No, all of everyone's stuff breaks all the time.
The power. for the laptop.
Oh, I never plugged in the laptop.
I forgot to grab it. Yeah. Oh, that's on me, I think.
That's cool. Hey, that's another thing we're doing right. That has a new battery. That
Yeah.
laptop used to just die right away.
Yeah, that's true.
Dang, we're using all our parachutes today. Oh, our guest, bless his heart, we're probably going to try to slide him to next week or the week after.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
So that's another
Always
thing
a
I
good
didn't
time.
mention. Oh, for sure.
We'll always-
I'd put him on for a week. Be Genius. That's one worth, worth coming back for sure.
Oh yeah, totally. Always good time. Always dive into some far out rabbit holes.
Wow,
Sorry.
don't you hate, like, you see yourself and, like, I look way more concerned than I actually feel. Like, that dude looks concerned. Like, no, I'm feeling all right. It's okay.
That's a funny concept to me. Is like when I just because like being at home for so long and not, you get stir crazy and just all kinds of weird moods.
Yeah.
Like going to check yourself out in the mirror to see if like you look how you feel. Like no, what? I bet it's a stark difference.
You have to recalibrate that.
Yeah. Just like how can I feel more like I look? Just look like laid back all the time.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck. I need to feel more like that more often.
For sure. And then the way you force your face to look can affect your mood. If you force a smile, it can cheer you up a little bit. That's a real
totally.
thing.
Well, there was that. I read somewhere like before you go to like a job interview or something important like that. Like before you leave the house, do like a Superman pose in the mirror and give yourself like a little mini pep talk. Because just standing like that, like subconsciously, makes your brain just kind of forces you to be more just positive.
I love that tip because before I have to do something public, except this, because this is kind of broken in on this to a certain extent, like a performance or something, sometimes I'll talk myself into saying some words to myself, or like a yeah, or you got this or something.
Yeah.
And it feels so much cheesier than if I just did a Superman pose.
Right.
It's way better. Do you ever like say some stuff in the car before you have to like talk to people? Like,
Oh
just,
fuck
like,
yeah, dude.
I'll end up somewhere and I'll realize, oh my gosh, I haven't used my voice today. I'm gonna say hi to these people and sound like a frog waking up. So
Yeah. No, I'm pretty. I mean, I'm pretty introverted. So like, anytime I go to social functions, it's like the whole day is like building up to that social function, just so I can like
feel prepared.
tolerate it, and then like, even then I can make like an hour and a half, and I'm like over it. I'm like, all right, that's enough people for the month.
Yeah.
Later.
I'm very extrovert passing because I'm such a masochistic introvert.
Nice.
I just definitely came from introverts and naturally introverted, and I always thought I was some weird hybrid.
Yeah.
But really what it is, I just wanted extrovert things really bad.
Yeah. Right. You realize you can't like you have to do.
You have
or
to do
act
extrovert stuff to
thing-
get extrovert results.
Yeah.
So you have to force it. Just like extroverts have to spend some time working on their fortification and forcing some introverted stuff for like self-reflection, administration, like doing your administrative stuff.
Well, it's kind of interesting too. There have been some studies that kind of show that we live in a more like extrovert biased society just overall.
Yes.
It's much more geared toward like being successful if you're an extrovert. Nice.
Yeah.
That's my favorite jam.
That's a soundbite from Two Clueless Dudes.
Nice.
twocluelessdudes.com. TWO is another podcast I produce. So check it out. It's awesome. They let me talk on it a lot too. So I make it extra good with my being a guest on it all the time. Plug. But yeah, our society definitely rewards extroverts more. And I think it's because they can, there's leadership things with that. Not that an introvert can't be a leader, but it's different. Like you have to do more different types of communication and still have to make yourself be communicative.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope that was because I turned the swamp cooler on.
Right.
Because right now it's tripping for everything. I think we need to replace that breaker.
I'm gonna do our first Billy Bob Thornton real quick.
Okay, cool.
Hey ladies, when it's not raining men, it's always raining tacos at Juan's, Flaming Fajitas, and Cantina during their daily happy hour from 3 to 7. If things get a little too hot from their authentic Flaming Fajitas, you can visit their outdoor dining area and cool down with one or dos Corona Ritas. If you're feeling spicy, be sure to order one of my personal favorites, their fresh tableside guacamole, which goes perfectly with their homemade chips and salsa for one or two.
Visit Juan's Flamin' Fajitas and Cantina on Facebook or in the real world at 9640 West Tropicana. Proud supporter of the Rock and Comedy Show for 2 years and counting.
Big or small, they do them all. It's Motor Mission, family-owned and operated machine and radiator shop. At Motor Mission, they offer complete radiator rod and repairing, rebuilding, replacements, and manufacturing all in-house. They also provide complete machine shop services, including engine rebuilding, valve jobs, surfacing, milling, boring, honing, balancing, thermal cleaning, blasting, hot tanking, broken bolt removal, antique restoration, and much more. If you need a custom radiator with electric fans and a fan shroud built for your custom project, they can do that too. Motor Mission works on anything foreign and domestic for autos, industrials, RVs, heavy equipment, power sports, antiques, marine, racing, street rods, hot rods, stationary gen sets or power units, and large mining equipment. Motor Mission is at 5435 Desert Point Drive. Call 702-649-2366 or visit motormission.com.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, Medicaid, or have private insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. Managing your diabetes is crucial to your health. The new CGM can automatically and easily help you manage your diabetes more effectively. And by using a CGM, you can eliminate the one thing most people with diabetes dislike the most: finger sticks. Now you can automatically manage your diabetes and end the painful finger sticks. Solara Medical Supplies makes it simple for you to have a new CGM. We'll do all the insurance paperwork for you and deliver the newest in diabetic care technology right to your door. Take charge of your diabetes today with the help of a new continuous glucose monitor. Call now to learn more.
800-571-1651. 800-571-1651. 800-571-1651. 800-571-1651.
Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the RadioVegas.rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.rocks shows, plus podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.rocks app.
Welcome. It's Greasy Conversation, the talk show. Endurance edition.
You're damn right. Holy shit. Yeah. Good times, man. Good times.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Doing it anyway.
All
I
right.
got my cold jug. I'm all right.
All right. This might help us take a quick mental vacation to what looks like a very soothing and possibly cold place. It's or most assuredly a cold place. It was this image from a flyover of a frozen crater on Mars that looks like it's foaming.
Whoa.
So it looks like it's either filled with really cold beer, a lot of it, or marshmallows, or it could be like a reverse hot tub maybe, but cold, because that's what we desire right now.
Cold tub. I want it.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome though.
Wow. Oh, it does look chill.
Right?
Let me
It
show
looks
you guys big.
refreshing.
Thank goodness we found. Is it water ice? So we definitely found water ice on Mars. I guess I'm late on that.
Yeah, and this one, I'm not sure what they said. I know I read it, but I can't remember. It's
I
like
think
cool
everyone
air
knew
or
the ice
something.
caps were frozen for a long time. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. This is a cool fella, though. Is this like towards the poles? Let's learn together.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Of course, it's got a Russian name because it's freezing cold. And Russians do space.
Yeah,
Hollow.
it was south of the red planet's north pole.
Okay, so it is near.
And it
pole.
was named the Korolev crater, which is named after the father of Russian space technology, Sergei Pavlovich Korolev.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Love it.
dope. Any spaceship, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to fucking space.
You want to go to space?
I fucking do now.
Oh, I just realized these are on the same circuit. It's just the uninterruptible power supply that is the reason the computer is still on.
Yeah.
Gosh, so
Is this just...
it means until I fix the breaker, because I'm one of the technical people, or get the other electrician,
Yeah.
which I'm probably going to have to do because I'm not, I do low voltage, guys. I don't-
Yeah.
but it's just a circuit breaker. I might be able to handle it. So I've got to get on maintenance duty and just generally kind of call this one calmly. But you know what? I'm not
Yeah.
flipping out. It was great to have you guys. And I love you all a lot. I really appreciate your help. And
Yeah.